Chanel White will be joining us here in a moment. 13 points, 9 rebounds, playing 25 minutes. And the freshman from Tennessee really doing a terrific job here. And Chanel, congratulations on being the Coca-Cola Player of the Game. Probably more importantly, it was great for you guys to come back with this kind of effort after letting a tough one slip away against Presbyterian.
Yes, very tough. We should have had that game, but we know we have to continue to play 40 minutes of good Winthrop defense and offense. And we did pretty good today. Came out a little bit slow, a little bit sloppy in the second half, but we picked it up these last couple minutes.
Talk about in the paint a couple times, some great passes. Caitlin Rubino, I think one of your last field goals, able to find you. What was the difference here in this game? Was it just you guys' ability to continue to get into the paint?
Just now that we start to see ourselves on film, we can see where our point should be and where we should be looking. It's becoming a lot easier now.
Talk about your freshman year and how far you've come. I mean, you've kind of been consistent, maybe a little bit of dip after Christmas, but you've really been able to turn it on here the last couple of games. What's been the biggest impact for you?
The tempo of the game is very different. Did not think it'd be as fast-paced as it is, but once it gets going and you get into it, it becomes a lot easier, and I know that now.
And a great team effort, team high in assists with 16. Shanice has really done a nice job. Talk about her role as kind of a leader on this team.
Shanice is one of the top leaders on this team. She plays just about every spot, but when we need to be picked up, she knows how to do it, and she takes us for it. She'll help put us on her back and take it, and everybody picks up when she gets going.
You and Takoya have been a pretty good combo. It seems like when one of you gets in foul trouble, the other one is kind of there to step up, and you really don't miss too much of a beat when either one of you is in there.
Yeah, Takoya, that is my partner right there in the post. She helps me, and I hope I'm helping her.
All right. Thank you very much, Chanel. Congratulations. It's a great win for the Eagles. I know after Saturday you guys have to be very happy picking this one up.
Yes, we are. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Chanel White, we'll hear from Eagles head coach Bud Childers coming up here in a moment. A good win for the Eagles, 57-39, 35-11 in the first half. Eagles, for the second time this year, holding an opponent to 4 field goals. They actually had 3 against Presbyterian on Saturday. They tie a record for the fewest field goals in a game at 10. And as we bring in Bud Childers, Bud, very important for this team to come out with a little bit more energy. That was one of the keys that you had established before the game, and Eagles kind of executed that in the first half.
Well, I liked our group that we had out there at the start of the game, and that was the group that finished the game too. And I thought that group, they played well in practice this week. And, it's a pretty young group, 3 freshmen, a sophomore, and senior out there. But, they give us good length. They cover the basket pretty well. And you saw the combination of Caitlin and Chanel working inside. It kind of looked a little bit like Fan and Howtwit a little bit a few times out there tonight. So I like that rhythm. We don't play very well with a big lead. Yeah. We got sloppy, didn't finish shots, didn't make shots like we should have, and let them bring it on back there a good bit. And we got a little sloppy defensively and had some fouls that we probably shouldn't have. We had 3 fouls in the first half and we had 13 in the second half. So, but some of that's probably my fault. I wanted to work on our zone today a little bit, and we came out started second half in zone, and it just looked like we had. We didn't have any energy, but we got it back there at the end. I like the way the group came back at the end. So, it was good. Good to get that taste of that PC game out of our mouth and move on. And I thought, for the most part, we had a pretty good game plan today. We handled the zone a little better today than we did on Saturday. We saw a big improvement in that. 16 assists, 13 turnovers. So, I saw some good things out there. And you look out there, you got a freshman with 10 points, a freshman with 13 points, another freshman with 9. So, it was good to see our freshmen. They're getting better and better. And I thought Mary Hathaway's 3 there in the second half was a big 3 because it kind of changed the momentum and put it back in our favor. And I think we went on a nice run after that.
Yeah, well, NC Central had about a 14-2 run before that, and that really stemmed the tide. But I know the freshmen have really contributed well here. Rubino, let's talk about her for a moment. She went early in the second half, went down. It looked like it might be a knee situation, but she was able to come back, which was great.
She's a tough kid. I mean, she might get bumped and bruised and get her nose popped or whatever, but she seems to always bounce right back from it. And she said she got knee-to-knee contact right there, and she got a nice bruise on it. You could see, but she came roaring out there, and I said, "You all right?" And she said, "Yep." She wanted to go, so she came back in, and she's a gamer. She likes to get out there and play, and I thought in practice the last 3 weeks, we've noticed that her and Caitlin have started to get some sort of a connection to one another, and I think that that's big. And Fitzgerald recently here has been doing a good job in practice tonight. 9.7 boards, only had a turnover, played 19 minutes, was active, hit a 3. She's coming. She's getting better, and defensively, I think she's getting better out there, and her ability to understand what we're doing and take coaching and try and improve her game. You get to see a big change coming. So I like that combination of Rubino and White and Fitzgerald, and if we can get Takoya playing a little better, she's not playing her best ball right now. If we can get her playing, that's 4 pretty good, legitimate post players.
And now you got hopefully a little bit of momentum, but it only matters if you can carry that into the game against Radford on Saturday.
Right. We're in our best stretch. We have 3 home games this week. It's the only time all year we have that. So hopefully we can take the lessons of this game. We're going to play a similar team on Saturday. And see if we can keep the momentum going. We just play better in this building, and so let's take advantage of it this week.
All right, Bud, thank you very much. Eagles head coach Bud Childers. That'll put a wrap on things here tonight as the Eagles go on to win 57-39. Coca-Cola player of the game is Chanel White. She has 13 points, 9 rebounds, and helped out with 10 points from Caitlin Rubino, 10 by Jess Fansler, and 9 for Katie Fitzgerald. Fitz also had 7 rebounds, so good to see her getting some good minutes. And Mary Hathaway, a big 3 that helped stem a little bit of a tide for NC Central. So for Eagles head coach Bud Childers, also want to thank Chanel White for joining us, our Coca-Cola player of the game. I'm Mike Pacheco. Don't forget to join us again on Saturday. We'll have coverage beginning at 6:45. Tip is at 7 o'clock against Radford. It's the second game of a doubleheader, so we hope you can come out and join us in person at the Coliseum. If not, you can join us right here on WinthropEagles.com. So from the Coliseum, good night.